Hello, everyone. My name is Malo. You are welcome to my training series, the Network Pips. I'm going to be your trainer for this 200 301 series. Over the years, I've assisted many people break into the world of IT. I have my students almost all over the sectors in the organization, be it financial institutes, be it fintech, be it service providers, IT companies, and in fact any sector in the organization that you can think of. I think I have my students working there. Yeah. So this course is designed for people looking at. So this course is designed for people looking at breaking into the world of IT, regardless of your background. Even if you don't have prior knowledge of what IT is all about, even if I'm going to take you, regardless of your course of study, I'm going to take you from absolute beginner to a pro. This course is going to contain a lot of hands-on practicals, a lot of labs that is going to paint real life scenarios for you, even people that might even that is even in the job role might not have gotten such experience before. So I'm going to paint you a whole lot of pictures and scenarios that by the time you are done with this course, you're going to automatically have at least 2 years of experience. So, having said that, um, networking is highly advisable to always be the first to obtain before going into IT. So network is more like a baseline. So if you are looking at maybe going to other branches in IT, other IT sectors, branches like maybe becoming a system admin or cloud ops engineer, administrator, and or security engineer, can be very very good in this other side of IT without having a very good knowledge of what networking is all about. So it's highly advisable to obtain these skills. Just like you can be a very good security engineer without knowing what you are trying to secure, without knowing how they are even communicating with each other. The same thing with cloud ops engineer and those kind of things. You can't automate, or DevOps engineers. You can't automate all these things without even having a knowledge of what you are trying to automate. So it's highly advisable and recommended to obtain this skill. So this course is also designed for network engineers that is already in job roles, looking at transiting from their traditional way of managing the network to modern way of managing network. Imagine coming up coming to the work maybe the first week of the month, and your manager is asking you, "Hey, have you done the backup of all the network devices that we have?" Like, oh, imagine maybe if you have like almost 50 routers and counting, maybe about 100 or something switches, and you're going to log into one of these devices one after the other to do this backup, man. It's very very tedious. So this course, of course, the programmability skill automation topics have been added to this CCNA. So I'm going to also it's going to be one of the things that are going to benefit in this course. So you have to stay tuned and understand what we have for you in this course. So moving on, understanding the Cisco certification track. So we have CCNA. First of all, let's get to meet our vendor Cisco. Who is actually Cisco? A lot of you might be hearing Cisco. Who is this Cisco? So Cisco is more like the vendor. They are a networking vendor they are into manufacturing of network hardwares, routers, switches, and the firewalls and every other ones. They are very very big in the market, like Cisco, very very big in the market. So of course, hardware manufacturing of hardware is not the only thing that they do. They are into a lot of every other things. DevOps, development of tools and the and softwares and the rest of them. So they have their developer sites. They are into all those ones as well. So they are very very big in that one as well. But Cisco is very big in the market. That they are more like the Microsoft when it comes to software. So you can't be talking about you can't mention software without mentioning Microsoft. No way. So that's how Cisco is. You can't be discussing about networking and you're not going to mention Cisco. Uh, of course, they are not the only guys in the market. There are other vendors. They have their they have Juniper. Like I think I sketched here. They have Juniper. They have they have Dell. They have Dell. They have HP. They have HP. They have Microtik, many other networking vendors out there. So Cisco is not the only guys out there, but you find out they are more like the pioneers when it comes to in this in this industry. So in fact, you find out that most of the technologies that we'll be discussing in this course, they they were the first people to invent technology before the industry now catch up with them. So they have really really contributed a lot in the industry, and we really appreciate them. They're very good. So they have their certification track. They have the CCNP, which stand for Cisco Certified Network Associate, the CCIE, Cisco Certified Network Professional, and the CCIE, Cisco Certified Network Experts. So this certificate, Cisco rolled out this certificate just to enable organizations, enterprise organizations to use it to validate their employee skills. It's more like it. So you may like, oh, I'm very good in networking. Oh, then go and write CCNA and tell me, and they prove it for me. Prove it to me. How? Go and write CCNA. So that's more like what the certificate is all about. So it's very very popular in the market. So CCNA is more like one of the most popular one. So in fact, as we're talking, let's hop on to their site and see what they actually have. Okay, that's coming up. Okay. Uh, okay, so it's up here. We go to learning, go to certification and exam. Okay, CCNA. Okay, let's go to their view all certifications. Okay, let me scroll down. So you can see you have the entry parts of their certificates, which is not much that popular. You have their CCT and all those kind of stuff. But look at the associate hierarchy. Under the associate hierarchy, you have the sysops, which specialize more of the security side of it. The DevOps, which specialize more of automation and the and programmability. Then look at the CCNA we're talking about. Then we also have the professional, the experts hierarchy, different other ones they have. Let's jump on to that CCNA and see what the certificate is all about. So Cisco recommend this certificate does not this course does not have any prerequisites, but Cisco highly recommend they recommend not highly they recommend having a 1 year experience in administering Cisco solutions. It's recommended, but it's not compulsory. In fact, for this course, I'm going to be taking you guys, like I stated earlier, I'm going to take you from absolute beginner, from zero to absolute beginner to becoming a pro. You're going to have a lot of hands-on from 0 to 100. That's how you're going to find yourself. So that's about it. After obtaining this certificate, you can log on to Pearson VUE to schedule for exams, or any Pearson VUE within your area to schedule the exam, or you can schedule the online proctor as well, whichever one you want to. So after obtaining this certificate, it's going to last for 3 years. So within that 3 years, after that 3 years is going to expire. So within that 3 years, you are required to certify yourself. Otherwise, you are no longer certified. Why do we need to certify ourselves? Technology evolves. It keeps on changing. It's not stagnant. The technology you know today is not the one you're going to know tomorrow. So that's how it is. So they need to validate your skill that you are still in the market. So that's about it. So to recertify yourself, you are just going to take not just take, you have to pass it. So you have to pass any of the Cisco qualifying exams, maybe the CCNP, the CCIE, or the DevOps, any one, or you can earn 30 points in continuous education learning to certify yourself. So, but let's hop on to the CCA, to the certification track. So, would you like to certify yourself? Would you like to just rewrite the CCNA again? No. Instead of writing the CCNA again, instead of writing the CCNA again, if I'm the one, I'm going to move up to CCIE. Now, CCIE, prior to this, CCIE has no prerequisite. CCIE has a prerequisite, I mean to say, prior to this, as of 2019, as of then. But when Cisco scrapped all their certification track and bring in these new ones, it does not have any prerequisite again. So you can go ahead and write your CCIE, CCNP, but it's highly recommended you have a number years of experience, before writing this. But if you feel like you can do it, you can stake your money in it and go write it and see what it comes out for. So doesn't have any prerequisites. It consists of 2 exams: the encore, and the enterprise. This one, the CCNA, it consists of only 1 exam. Before, it consists of 2, the ICMD 1 and ICMD 2, or you can just write only 1 as well. This one consists of 1. The CCNP, before you can be CCNP certified, you have to pass these 2 exams, the encore and the enterprise exams as well. The same thing with the CCIE. The CCIE does not have any prerequisites, so you can just jump right in, write your CCIE. I think there are just a couple of approved countries where you can write your CCIE. I'm not sure it's all countries that write it. I know that over here I am in Nigeria. I don't think there is any approved center to write CCIE. I think if you want to write your CCIE, I think you are going to go to maybe Dubai or Indian or US to write your CCIE. So it consists of written and also lab. So after doing the written one, you go to you fly and also write the lab as well to obtain it. So that's all about the certification track. um it's highly recommended to obtain the certificate, but first of all you have to know these skills very well in your fingertips. That's the most important one. But the certificate is widely recognized all over the world. So if you are in Nigeria or you are in Indian or wherever you are, whichever country you are, you obtain this certificate. If you travel any country in the world and present this certificate, they are going to recognize it. So the question, I'm going to leave you with one question before I move on to the next slide. Between certificate, professional certificates, and the degree, which one is more valuable? Now argue with your keyboards. So um so let's look at the added topics and removed topics in the CCNA 201 that we are going to be digging in very soon. So like I told you earlier, as of 2019, Cisco scrapped their certification track. Earlier, before now, the CCNA has other certification tracks, like maybe the CCNA routing and switching, which is the most popular one. Then people used to write. They have CCNA wireless, they have CCNA VoIP, they have CCNA collaboration, many other CCNA tracks that they have. But Cisco just look at it. Oh, let's see how they scrap all those other ones and integrated them into one CCNA. So it's more like the tenors in their Avengers, like they have been given these other special skills and the powers, every other each. So now this one now contains wireless, now contains programmability, automation, and the rest of them. All of them are just a little subtopics are being integrated here. So look at the network fundamentals. You're going to look at the router, the switches, the cabling, the TCP, the TCP UDP protocols. We're going to look at the TCP IP protocols, where IPv4, IPv6. Under IP connectivity, we're going to look at the IP routing, OSPF version 2. And under IP services, you're going to look at the NTP, NAT, DHCP, DNS, quality of service, which is QoS, SNMP, SSA, TFTP, and FTP. Then also under security fundamental, you're going to looking at the VPN, the wireless security, the ports, and the port security as well. Under network access, we're going to looking at the VLAN and the trunking, data channel, the APs, and the wireless controllers as well. Under automation and programmability, you're going to be looking at understanding the REST APIs, the Puppet, Chef, and Ansible. These are the automation tools. Then also we'll be looking at the data structure like Ansible, SML, and YAML, and the also network controllers like SD1, and network controllers like DNS and Cisco DNS Center as well. Then under the remove topics, Cisco have removed the OSI model. They no longer make use of it. They no longer teach it. But in this course, I'm still just going to give you an overview of it before moving into the TCP/IP model as well. Then you now have the LAN switching. Under LAN switching, they remove the frame, the VTP, the switch, the switch stack. Other routing, you remove ERGRP. Oh my, the RIP, the OSPF version 3, the OSPF version 3, the intervenor routing. Under here, remove the PPP, MLPPP, PPOE, GRE, and one access. So these are the added topics and the removed topics. So that's about that for this the overview of what you're about to dive into. So but before then, I hope this have been informative for you, and they also want to thank you for watching. Thank you.